That was a low light. That was a low light. But when thinking about being remembered, I wanted to think about my highlights as well, my best memories. I thought about the best gigs I've ever done. I actually opened for Norah Jones. I know. I did comedy before a Norah Jones concert. Yeah. No one asked me to. That's what the people wanted. Come away with me. Couple of Nora fans and the gig went surprisingly well. That's why I really enjoyed it, because I didn't expect it to go well, and it went well. And the guy who booked me for the gig, he held onto my number. And a couple days after Christmas, I get a phone call from him. So I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be another massive gig. Answer the phone. He goes, hey, Melanie, do you know who Eric Andre is? Yeah, a few murmurs. If you don't know, Eric Andre is a massive comedian in the States. I'm a huge... Don't know why I'm still on the phone. Now I feel like I can't put it down. You'll think I've hung up. So I could just hold there for a sec. Now we're back to the shaka. He's a massive comedian in the States. I'm a huge fan, so I'm trying to contain my excitement, thinking, he's going to get me to open for him. Sorry about that. You're there. He goes, he's in New Zealand at the moment. I'm like, I know. I follow him in real life. And he goes, he's in New Zealand at the moment, and he's trying to find someone who can get him some mushrooms. What a spectacular fall from grace for me, because I was on that phone call thinking I was the best comedian for the job, and I got quickly humbled down to Mushroom Girl. I feel like he could hear the crack in my voice. Not that crack, otherwise would have been a great person to call, but just that disappointment, because it also made me think, how does this guy remember me? Because he's put me in two wildly different categories. He's put me perfectly in between Norah Jones and psychedelic drug dealers. On one hand, I'm that guy you went to uni with who lives in a backpackers for some reason. But on the other hand, I'm the perfect person to entertain women in their 60s while they listen to some early 2000s jazzy pop. Anyway, I hooked him up. A gig's a gig. No, I'm quite afraid of drugs. I'm quite terrified of them, I'm afraid of a regular mushroom. A portobello freaks me out. Too fleshy. To give you an idea of how afraid of drugs I am, recently I had 2 antihistamines. And I looked at the packet, it said, take 1 a day. I was like, oh my God, I've OD'd. Is this how Amy Winehouse went out? I'm watching Euphoria I relate. Had to take a couple of prohistamines. People over here liked the Euphoria reference. People at the back were like, tell fast. It was oh, Jenny Craig. Keep up.